Welcome to No Scurvy Here, the podcast for pirates who are doing it right. I'm Alex.
And my name is Ben.
So what do you got, Ben? Part two?
Yeah, so I have the 4 things that is needed to create and reinforce the hero mindset. 4 things. First, knowledge around the accomplishments of others. So understanding. So this means reading biographies or learning about people who have been successful in an arena that you're trying to take on and what their path was generally like. That's step number 1.
Seeking wisdom from others.
This is more so seeking inspiration of other people, of their journey, seeing that it is possible.
Oh,
so first, see what is possible out there.
Not even necessarily as deep as how was it done,
No.
but like that it was done at all.
Yes, that is step 1.
I love that. Knowing something's possible is like half the battle, right?
That is half the battle.
Yeah.
Step number 2, slow skill building.
Okay.
Slow skill building. Starting with the basics, whatever that thing is, and going very slow and being methodical with that process. You don't know what skills you need to learn.
Yeah.
But you're just going to start fumbling around in the dark, trying to build some skills. Step 3, momentum around accomplishments.
Okay.
It's also building confidence. Step 4 is having a positive external support.
Okay.
Positive external support. Those are the 4 things needed to be on the hero's journey. Knowledge of others' accomplishments, slow skill building, momentum around accomplishments, and positive external support.
Okay.
Elvis, what are your thoughts? I'd love for you to add in on this from your beautiful perspective.
I just want to ask you questions, man. I love getting inside that brain and seeing how
it, brother.
Turn and the things
Hit it,
move
brother.
around. So, in the 2 minutes before you hit record, you were literally thinking and writing down your ideas of what kind of steps in your life are required in order to achieve that hero mindset, which, to recap from a previous discussion, involves, correct me if I'm wrong here, having faith in your own ability to overcome major hurdles and accomplish things, and having a vision and a motivation to do so. Correct?
Yes.
So you were just scrambling, kind of writing down some ideas because we're kind of flowing with the discussion. Like, as you were coming up with those 4 steps, those 4 ideas, did you have some kind of particular example in your mind? Were you thinking about your trajectory as a business person, as an adult in general, or like what influenced those steps for you?
I was thinking about my own business journey as I just to map out my process around becoming more psychologically solid from the business perspective.
Okay.
In particular, from the business perspective.
And are those steps?
And that's
Oh, go ahead.
that. Oh no, you go.
I was gonna say, are those steps that you feel like you've already accomplished in your life, and now you have that mindset, or are those all steps? Are those all necessarily sequential, or is this an ongoing kind of continuum for you, trying to constantly reinforce these different ideas in your own?
It's a continued process. It's a continued skill building and learning process. And for me, in particular in the business arena, it started when I was 18 years old. So that is 17 years ago.
Ooh.
And
Don't start with that. You are a young man.
and that process continues forever.
Yeah.
In any arena. Applying this to other parts of life could be physical. If someone is trying to become a very healthy person,
Yes.
The same thing. First, it's knowledge of others' accomplishments, understanding how other people have become physically healthy, or seeing other people become physically healthy. Slow skill building, again, momentum around accomplishments, and then having positive external support at all times. That framework applies to anything that we are trying to become a hero in.
I have one last question for you, and possibly one last comment, if we have a moment.
Of course.
I often run into people, and I bet you do too, run into people that very much do not have that mindset, do not have faith in their own abilities to accomplish to even begin to accomplish their dreams. They have dreams. Everybody has dreams. Everybody has some kind of vision. But I run into people all the time that I see in myself, you know, my history as kind of someone who did not have faith in himself. And I run into these people, you know, some of them that are very close to me, and I wonder, okay, what is the first step for this person to just start on that journey? So you mentioned 4 different things, 4 steps, you know, in your journey as a mature kind of business person, an adult, and individual. Like, what is the simplest, most basic first thing someone can do to start to chip away at that negative mindset and think about having a more positive, sort of heroic mindset?
People who become heroes start from a place of pain and a place of weakness.
Hell yeah, so true.
They start from a place of weakness.
Yes.
And step 1 is finding some inspiration somewhere. That is step 1, and wanting it. So it is an internal thing.
Right.
It's an internal thing. Some people who get on the hero's journey path are just very fortunate. You know, they had a bunch of people behind them and supporting them. Some people didn't have it support at all. I would say step 1 is educating yourself on the path that others have taken. Just understanding that other people have started from less and accomplished more.
Learning and reading. I love that, man. And I'm going to add one final thought before we wrap this up. That I think realizing that you need to set small goals is also one of the critical, very first infant steps towards turning around your mindset on yourself and on your life and on your purpose and on your vision and all of that stuff. It's like I said, people have this, everybody's got this idea of who they want to be, where they want to be, but it's how to get there. And a lot of people think, man, I have so far to go. I need to take this big step. Like, I need to do this big thing, but it's too big. And people, I think you mentioned early on, it's like slowly doing small things, building small skills.
Oh, yeah.
Even something as simple as like, okay, I'm not necessarily going to quit smoking cigarettes tomorrow. I'm not necessarily going to have a full-time job with benefits where I can support myself and my family tomorrow. I'm not necessarily going to do X, Y, Z. I'm not going to be an entrepreneur, a billionaire, or whatever. But like, I can start waking up at the same time every morning.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not going to worry about anything else until I get that down.
I like that.
That was my final.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
That's it.